good, man?
Yo, I was anticipating this, bro. I hope you watched the fight, bro. That was the fight of the year, bro. That shit was crazy, bro.
Which fight? Which fight?
Shakur fight, bro.
Oh,
The
that
whole
wasn't no
car.
fight of the year.
That shit was a masterclass, bro.
Honestly, if I had to grade that, that was a B, maybe a B minus. Shakur's supposed to stop Zepeda
I
because
feel like
Zepeda he squared himself up, left himself open. Shakur just showed that even if he sit in the pocket and fight, um that's really not his forte. Because when we reflect on fights where Mayweather sat in the pocket with Corley, guys like that, or Philip Endo and shit like that, he was punishing dudes. But when I watched that fight, what I saw is notice when Shakur punches. So I don't know if you have access to another device, but if you could go watch some of the highlights with Shakur and Zepeda, when he punches, he doesn't put his entire body behind a punch. That's why it's
yeah,
not,
he's not turning on the punches.
yeah,
But I
at
think that's
all.
more of a
Like,
hand issue than anything. And I could see
well,
that.
okay,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I was thinking that as well. Like, okay, maybe it's the hand issue, but I don't think it's that. I think it's just because first off, when you're not turning and putting your body into it, and you only punching with your arm.
I
That's
get what you're saying because his hooks look more like slap shots instead of
yes.
sitting down
And
on
so
it.
you
I
notice
get it.
that. You notice that.
Yeah.
So when I see that, and then I reflect and think, okay, maybe Tank is on to something when Tank says Shakur doesn't have you don't have no power, what you gonna do? How you gonna keep me off of you?
Like what I see, like if he continued to, I seen how like the first two rounds is how he normally fights.
Yeah, the first two rounds was just fill out rounds. Like, he didn't even get into his rhythm until after those rounds.
But I'm saying like managing distance and everything. I feel like he sat on the ropes a little bit too much, but he was trying to
He
get
was trying to be
comfortable.
crowd pleasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was uncomfortable doing it and he was trying to find like a way to.
That's a perfect. What you're talking about is just like if you get in the ring and you let somebody and you want to sit on the rope, so you want to let somebody hit you. You're trying to get yourself mentally comfortable with getting hit. I do it sometimes, like especially when you just get into the ring to spar and you don't feel like it. You'll let somebody touch you up just to get yourself mentally in that mode. Like, okay, let's go now, because you don't always walk in there on 100. What's good, Bricks?
What's happening with you?
Yo,
Chilling, man, chilling. Well, Mr. Incredible thinks Shakur put on a master class. I didn't see that. What are your thoughts, man?
Like I told you, I think he's very smart. I think he knew that he could do, he could have that type of performance against Zepeda. I don't think he knew Zepeda didn't have no power. I'll tell you this since we because he wouldn't have did that against somebody like Matias. He wouldn't have did that against the dude he fought. What's De La
oh,
Santos?
he
He
wouldn't
wouldn't.
stop Matias. Matias don't
He
got
wouldn't
no
have.
head.
He
Wait.
would.
He gonna stop who?
Matias,
Dog. Y'all gotta
Matias
stop
almost
doing
got stopped by Puello.
the real material. Almost got stopped, bro. He beat Playo ass for 12 rounds, damn near.
Bro, he wasn't attacking the body that much, and Puello was sitting on the fucking ropes the
So,
whole
so, so,
fight.
Mister,
Playo
Mister
was
Incredible.
tired
This is
and
what I'm
hurt
telling you.
and clinching throughout that fight. The Matias slander has to stop.
So, Mister Incredible. This is what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is, and Shakur already said it himself. He ain't doing that no more. He not doing that. He already said he not fighting that style no more. He said it.
Well, he's not good at that style. You know what I don't get about him?
Yeah.
Why
So,
would you run from your weakness? That's the difference. Like Floyd walked down Cotto, he walked down Mosley, and when you watch Floyd in those fights, he was a much better inside fighter than he had ever been because over the years he worked on his weakness. He didn't run from it. Shakur is not good at sitting down on punches. He's slick on the inside, but he's not really great on the inside like a Duran. You know what I mean? Or like a Money Mayweather. Pretty well, not so much, but Money Mayweather was great on the inside. You know what I mean? Like it's fighters that master that inside fighting. James Toney. could give it to you on the ropes, give it to you in the middle of the ring. Why run from your weakness? I'm not gonna fight that style no more.
Oh yeah,
And
you're
Zepeda
right.
is not a puncher, bro. Like
You're
we
right.
see that now. Zepeda's not a puncher. So he got in there with Zepeda and felt some of that hot shit and said, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. What if somebody forces him to do that? Like a la Tank Davis.
So all I'm saying is this. When I said that, Mr. Incredible, what I'm saying is like he let Zepeda hit him a few times, right? Like he let him hit him a few times. He felt it, but it wasn't really,
Yeah,
Zepeda
it
don't
wasn't
got that
hitting.
power.
It
You
wasn't
know what I'm
hitting.
saying?
Because
Yeah.
Zepeda don't sit down on his shit. It was two fighters that don't sit down on their punches, bro. And
So he not
they don't
he
get their
not
body involved with their punch. Like in my
I'm
experience, when
watching it
you
right
dip and
now.
roll into a shot, it's a lot stronger
you
when you get that dip and that roll in there. You get that leverage.
you
Neither
watching the
one of those
fight?
fighters do that.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
Oh, yeah. So I just felt like I said, he wouldn't fight that fight against. He just he's smart. He's
Yeah,
smart,
that's
and
a
he
great
knew
point that you made.
to fight that fight against. Like and shut the people up because now he just like every fighter got their fans. They going to
Yeah,
talk. Oh, you see y'all can't say nothing now. Y'all can't do this
you
now.
see,
Y'all can't do.
they calling me a hater just for my little 40-second spiel where I said that a fight like this makes me wonder if he really can beat Tank.
Yeah, because everybody speak out of emotion, like,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
instead of really sitting down and assess, we don't know
H
these
Town.
people. We don't know these people at all. That's what I be trying to tell. Like,
Emotions make you cry sometimes. H Town, boy. They're very emotional. They don't really. And then another thing is they don't even listen to what you're saying. Once they hear that it's not something in favor of their idol, they're automatically on the defensive.
that's
But
what that's what everything. You know how it go, music, whatever it
it's
is.
crazy.
They
It's
be so
crazy.
they be so stuck. Like people so emotional. They don't like people just emotional. That's I just
They just
learned that.
they emotional, so they just emote. They don't. They can't. You can't really sit down and converse with them. That's why I like the channel and I like the lives and shit because the commentary it brings out other ideas or y'all give me perspectives that I could ponder on and grow from. But the average person, as soon as you say something against their idol, they just against everything you say. So you can't really share ideas. You can't mix the mind.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
not sitting down on these shots.
Hey,
Yeah, that's what I'm
how you
saying. So how could you call this a master class?
I'm rewatching it now.
You
But
should
I
have
mean
noticed the first
like you
time. It's
say,
like,
he don't fight like this. He don't usually fight like this.
but these are basic principles. Like I said this in my breakdown of the video, but for him to be slandering Sugar Ray
What?
Robinson knew how to shift his weight perfectly. He knew how to put his whole body into the shots. That's why he was knocking
How
him
many
out.
rounds do you got him winning?
Who's Shakur?
Yeah.
Man, he probably won damn near to be
I was
like
ready to say
well
he
yeah
beat
damn near every round. If
yeah, I
not
was ready to say he won the fight,
yeah.
clearly. It wasn't
The
even a
thing is
close
with
fight.
Zepeda, I'm not giving you points because you're coming forward with sloppy punches. Like that shit is that's not boxing. You need to land clean punches. Shakur's punches are clean. It's just he doesn't sit down on shots. The dudes that look up to him, um, Hitchens doesn't sit down on shots. These guys are so focused.
Oh shit. Go
They're
ahead,
so
but I got something to add after that.
no. Oh, I'm gonna finish this point and then you can go ahead. But they're so focused on the defensive move that they don't commit as much as they could to the offensive move. I was watching a highlight of Ray Leonard versus I think it was Davy Green or some shit, and Ray Leonard had the dude hurt, jumped on him immediately, but every punch he threw, he followed through completely, even though he was throwing a combination, like it was a nasty hooks combination. He followed through and he aimed for the chin with every punch, and next thing you know, Davy is on the ground. Davy became Daisy, you know what I mean? But it's because of the punch placement, uh, turning at the shoulder, turning at the hip, turning at the elbow, getting your whole body into it, shifting the weight, and
How about
pinpointing at a target. Shakur's not doing. He's skipping all of those steps.
how
He's just
about
punching.
yeah, and how about squat? How about squat? You can't get no
Exactly,
power if you don't squat.
dog.
Like,
And that's what I was saying. I said that about 5 minutes ago. I said, in my experience, the hardest shots that I land, where I knock a person back, and I'm like, okay, it's when I'm dipping and rolling. So most of the time it's
yeah,
a counter, but when you get them legs involved and you have a level change, things
That's
that
in
Tank do, Marvin Hagler, Mike Tyson, it's a whole different level of power.
and that's in every sport. Like in baseball,
Every sport.
you gotta bend the knee. You
You
can't
gotta get
swing.
low. Oh,
You can't
somebody
hit
was
no.
my
You
fault,
can't hit.
Tommy. I ain't even
You
see you.
can't hit. Yeah, you can't hit no home run without bending your knees.
Some people can, but it's very rare.
It's
Very rare.
like you gotta squat a little bit.
And that's what I was saying. Both of these fighters fought tall as fuck. Zepeda and Shakur always fights tall. So if I was coaching Tank for that fight, I'd tell him, look, we're gonna knock him out with a 1-2. Like the same way that and I said this in the video, but the same way that Zepeda got his chin in the air, I want you to start with a jab to the body, right? Fake and then get it go upstairs. But stiff jab and jab up, get his chin in the air, then finish with the straight left. Get that shit in the air, boom. Because he's gonna be, especially on the ropes, Shakur gonna be tall as hell. He'll be trying to do the shoulder roll. But he's
It's two.
wherever
It's
he's at,
two.
he's not gonna
It's
change levels.
it's two different. Well, hold on. Let Mr. Incredible because he said he had something.
Oh
Then
yeah,
I
yeah.
come back. Hey,
Go
hey,
ahead.
hey, hey, go ahead, Mr. Incredible. Or
Oh, I just had to say appreciate it, but I just had to say now I know why you said that everybody ducking Sabril because if that would have been Hitchens, boy,
Oh
oh
yeah, here's
my
that,
god,
bro. I've been saying it for so
Hitchens never
long,
fought a fight like that ever.
and neither does he want to. That's why it's like you getting on a microphone talking about Devin Haney, Bill Haney, you a da da da. Man,
what I
you could
told
have
you,
fought Sabril and put on a show for the world. I don't even
he
care. The thing about these are social media bots. They care so much about what the world think. If Hitchens get his ass whooped by Sabril, I wouldn't care. I just want to see good fights. I'll respect the man. We know Sabril is crazy. We know you could tell. You could when you look at that motherfucker, you can tell he's a little bit off. You know what I mean? But dark as fuck, blonde hair. Like you know this little crazy. And then the way he fights, he doesn't care. He fights with reckless abandon. So if you lose to a man like that, we're not mad at you for losing to Frankenstein, but at least make the fight. Don't pop all this hot shit at fucking the Aussie. You know what I mean? At George Camboso. Then you want to pop hot shit at Devin Haney, who's coming off of a traumatic event where Devin was set up pretty much attempting his life. You want to come for him. But the real boogeyman has been sitting there for years. And when it was
he
your turn to fight him, now you can't make weight all of a sudden.
yeah, he might gotta go to 147.
Man,
Uh,
don't nobody gonna fight that. Only person that will fight him
no,
is
no,
Haney. Only
I'm
one that
talking
will fight
about
him is Haney.
I'm
But
talking
but
about
you talking about
Matias.
Matias?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he might
know.
gotta go 147
Dog,
because
go ahead.
he might not get a fight at 140. Not a good
Facts,
one.
facts.
He might gotta go to
But
147
you
to
know
get
the
it.
biggest fight in the world right now for boxing fans, real boxing fans, not people that just fans of popular stars. The biggest or the most action-packed fight right now is Matias versus Gary Russell. It don't get no bigger than that as
You went
far
out.
as
You who you
action.
say? You say Gary Russell and who?
At Matias, Sabril Matias, and Gary Russell.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that ain't gonna happen for a whole nother year. They got him fighting some white boy now in
Who?
November.
Who? Gary?
Uh, no, Sabril, the white boy that hopped in the ring, one
Oh,
of
I ain't.
Turkey's guys,
Okay. It's
and
all good.
then
No, that's a fight that would never happen though. A lot of the
I
best
think
fights
Turkey.
never happen.
I think
Like
Turkey gonna make those fight because those guys not like so Turkey can control. I don't want to say like they not really control, but he can control those guys. I'm gonna still use the same
yeah,
word
with
though.
money, yeah,
Like yeah,
damn right.
so he can
Ain't
control
nothing wrong
those
with that.
guys to
damn,
get them in the ring.
Malachi said, I feel like Tank will take all this information and still not fight Shakur.
Probably,
You know
I
what? I'm
agree
gonna be
with him.
honest. I agree. I think that Tank is something. It's some type of blockage going on with Tank. And Roach pointed out, but he has a self-image problem. Like one time on Twitter, some girl said something. He was like, "Oh, girls don't like short guys" or some dumb shit. You know what I mean? But Tank has a self belief or self image problem. So even though he has all the tools and gifts to be great, he still has that doubt that's lingering, and he has to deal with that. You know, everybody has that Achilles heel, and that's his Achilles heel. He doesn't fully believe in himself. Malachi said they need to give Puyo his rematch. I don't even want to see the rematch with Puyo and Gary. Gary might be able to win it. The best fight is Gary and Matias, bro. And I got Matias winning, but that fight is going to be like they would have to fight 2 and 3 times. Like that shit would be legendary. That'd be
I
legendary.
want to see Hitchens because Hitchens got to stop. He got to shut up. He too cocky to be talking. And then how
It's
y'all
not
gonna get
even
a
the
belt?
cockiness. I don't care.
Like
You could be brazen cocky. Don't run from the real. You one of
that.
them telling people, shut
That's what
up,
I'm
you a
saying.
bitch,
To
da da
take
da.
a, you can't be that cocky and not take fights.
Thank you.
That's what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying. Like if you gonna talk greasy, then you gotta take every
You
fight.
gotta be the if you're gonna be the
Like
like Shakur, I give it to him. I don't even like Shakur's trash talk. But Shakur will get greasy and disrespectful and then go fight the number one contender.
yeah,
He'll fight anybody. Shakur will jump in the ring with Matias. He'll do
I'm
it.
wa-
And
I'm
he'll
yeah,
watching that.
outbox Matias too, but he's gonna take some damage. But he'll
yeah.
do
Uh,
it.
I'm I'm watching that. Ray Leonard versus Dave Boy Green. He's sitting on them shots, but
That's
the
what I'm
ring is a lot bigger though. But he's catching
dog.
them coming in. He's catching them coming in and then sitting on the shots and hitting them. He getting low, like I was saying. He bending the knee and just
That's what I'm
tearing the body
saying.
up and
So
Hey,
coming up with an uppercut
Shakur,
and shit.
Shakur and them, this is why these niggas not gonna be nowhere near as great as they should be. When you look at the generation that came before and just be like, oh, no, they was all ass. All them niggas. When you do that, you're not gonna study them with a non-biased eye, with an analytical eye. You're studying them to take away from what they do as opposed to saying what they did well. Because as eras change, styles change, nutrition, all of that. But it's still things that the older generation did better than the new generation. It's things that the new generation did better than the old generation. So instead of trying to rep for your boy or for your generation, humble yourself and try to learn. Because them old, the reason why the knockouts was crazy, they knew how to shift the weight. They were a lot of them were masterful in the speed bag. And also, they actually had strong strength and conditioning programs. They did a lot of road work. You build up. I've been doing crazy road work for the last 4 years. My legs, they don't feel nowhere near what they felt like 4 years ago because day in, day out, anywhere from 6 to 12, and I work myself up to 15 miles now. The power and the strength and everything just grows continuously. So it's things that Shakur could learn from Ray Leonard and Ray Robinson and shit. And look at the way they was knocking dudes out cold. Like they shift their weight, they get low, and they use they use their strength, they use their muscle. They follow through with the punches. Bud does it. Bud follows through. Shakur
Yeah,
doesn't
but
follow through.
the court don't he don't
see,
100% commit to any punch.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why.
Cause I'm watching Ray Leonard
because
and
he just trying to outbox.
he tearing this man up, bro.
Oh yeah,
And
he
it's
beat the
not a
brakes off dude.
it's not even a bunch of like 4 punch combinations, 2, 3, but
It's a
all of
mix.
them are
Ray
all of
could
them are
pot shot and
precise.
he could pot shot and he could throw the 20 piece with the biscuit. He could do both. Whereas Shakur can't give you a 20-piece flurry. He just can't. It's not in him.
Let's
Man,
talk about your man's who I thought lost, David Morrell.
You
Uh,
know what?
that man
Um,
lacks so much focus. I think he needs a new coach. I think he needs a Cuban coach,
somebody
bro.
else said that as well. They said Ronnie Shields. I don't get it. Yeah, Ronnie Shields living off his name at this point.
It's
Sometimes you
terrible
work with
coaching, bro.
sometimes you work with so many famous people that a motherfucker assume that you just like that. But at the end of the day, the coach and the fighter have to have some type of chemistry. It doesn't matter how great the coach is for one person. You have to have that individual chemistry with the coach if you're not a fighter that does it all on your own. Because you
So
got fighters like,
here's
the Alis and the Mayweathers. It don't matter who in that corner, bro. They coming out with that victory.
so here's like my opinion on that shit. Like David Morrell on paper has everything: power in both hands, feet, a chin, good
You know what he didn't
stamina.
have though? You know
He
what he
don't
didn't have tonight?
IQ. He ain't got no IQ, bro.
Exactly. You know what the
He
problem
ain't
is?
got
He's
zero. He
somebody
should have been ripping that body like crazy, bro.
not even just rip. I hit the scouting report or what I seen when I watched it. Moreau threw one jab to the body, like where I was like, and it was late, and I'm like, bro, this dude walking. I forgot what was the dude name? The guy he was fighting, Imam or
Yeah,
Imam, some shit.
yeah, that's his name.
Imam walking with his hands down. Dog, you got them long arms and long appendages and shit. Throw that hard, swift jab to the body. Slow his ass down. And then Imam fought at a devilish, ungodly pace. So Imam was tiring himself out. he was throwing all them power punches, but then having to take long breaks and breathing hard. So what you do is you jab him hard in the stomach, and then you let him chase you while you jab him in the stomach. Then you duck up under them shots. He's missing shots, making himself tired. He's also getting air knocked out of his stomach. Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, he can't make it to the 10 rounds. You're gonna stop him not because of your power, but because you suckered him into tiring himself out. That would have been a basic, easy game